I'm a wreck. I'm an old shipwreck. We're sailing down the coast trying to make the most. It's when I had to hit the deck. It's when I had to hit the deck. I'm a wreck. I'm a lonesome wreck. Well, lonely is all it can be. 1,000 leagues under the sea. You're never gonna find me. It's not the gold in my belly that's holding me down. The water that I'm under weighs a million pounds. I'm a wreck. I'm a hopeless wreck. Well, hoping ain't worked for me since 1883. You're never gonna find me. It's not the gold in my belly that's holding me down. The water that I'm under weighs a million pounds. I'm a wreck. I'm a lonesome wreck. Well, lonely is all it can be. 1,000 leagues under the sea. You're never gonna find me. It's not the gold in my belly that's holding me down. The water that I'm under weighs a million pounds. I'm a wreck. I'm an old shipwreck. We're sailing down the coast trying to make the most. It's when I had to hit the deck. It's when I had to hit the deck.
Thanks for tuning in. Today in the studio, we've got our new friend, Jeremie Albino.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for being here, man. Let's kind of kick it off with some gear talk.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the gear that you used in today's session and kind of why you chose it.
When you guys reached out and I was kind of like trying to figure out what I just went on your website and I was like, dang, there's so many things to pick. And I don't know, I just like went with the look and kind of older style guitars. I play a lot of like old harmony and like K's and silver tones and stuff like that. And I first picked out that Epiphone just because it reminded me of one of the guitars I kind of play. I used to play out of an old Belltone amp, which was like the old, I think it was a Tesco like brand, but when they shipped them over to Canada, they out of like Sears, they put their name on it and put a Belltone on it, and so it kind of reminded me of that because it was like this little gray amp that just kind of, just one knob and tone, and
kind of simplicity is key to a degree, right?
I've always just like loved the Gibson J45s and 50s. They're like classic guitars, and I don't own one just yet, but I'm hoping one day I'll grab one. But I don't know, the J50s were always like, I always remember seeing a lot of like Lightning Hopkins playing these old like J50s, and I was like, oh, I should just give that one a go. That's kind of why I picked that one out. Hopefully I could get one of those one day. And then this other Martin classical nylon string one, and I don't often get to play nylon string guitars or classical guitars, so I thought I kind of like the parlor body, and I'm always looking for something like that, so I just wanted to try it out. It was really fun to play. It was nice to play one of my songs on it that it was like, I've got a record coming out called Past Dawn, and it's like the arrangement for the song is just like a big band song, and with like horns and all that, and it was fun to just break it down and play it on an acoustic.
Birds on the lane sway as the wind blows. The sun shines and the fields of golden glow. Don't know where we're gone. Oh, we're feeling fine. You and me, darling, we're gonna have a time. We're gonna have a time. 'Cause we're rolling. Oh, we're rolling. Oh, we're rolling down the line. Hope we make it home on time. Oh, we're rolling down the line. Hope we make it home on time. Rolling down the road. Oh, we're feeling fine. Got the windows down, and we're gonna have a time. As we need the water, stopping for a swim. The summer heat's a feeling, so we just jump right in. We just jump right in. 'Cause we're rolling. Oh, we're rolling. Oh, we're rolling down the line. Hope we make it home on time. Oh, we're rolling down the line. Hope we make it home on time. Half a mile from home, coming around the bend. Sun's still shining, so we might just do it all again. We might just do it all again. 'Cause we're rolling. Oh, we're rolling. Oh, we're rolling down the line. Hope we make it home on time. Oh, we're rolling down the line. Hope we make it home on time.
Can we talk a little bit about kind of your process as a songwriter and how you approach a new idea, a new riff,
Yeah.
you know, something that kind of makes your brain tick? You know, how do you approach new music?
I mean, recently I've been trying to like really focus on writing and just kind of really intentionally go into writing. But in the past, I used to just like whatever would come to me when I was like driving, and I still get a lot of that. Or like when I wake up in the middle of the night and I've got a song, I kind of just comes to me. But a lot of times I just start singing a word or doing like the strumming my guitar and just mumble singing and trying to catch a vibe and find something that really feels good. Or I have a line that kind of comes to my head, and I usually just try to build off of that and make a whole story out of it. And that's usually it. Like I usually kind of have like a line that I sing that I really like love, and then I just kind of go from there. Or it's the same thing with guitar. Like I'll just find like a riff and kind of do more of an instrumental thing, and eventually find a top line and start singing over it.
Build the vocals
Yeah,
off the riff
yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah, totally. I feel like a lot of people might. I don't know. Is that normal? I think so.
Well, you know, every songwriter's going to approach it differently.
Yeah.
Some people get song inspirations through poetry or
Yeah,
other
yeah.
art forms, and sometimes it's just like...
I think same here. I do too. I guess it's always different when I kind of approach a song, but I always end up, the ones that I love the most are the ones that I like, that just kind of, I could sing and kind of have a line that feels really close to my heart, you know?
All right. Past Dawn. Here we go. Well, I met you on the other side. I've been so long. Last time I saw you, said I might not make it till dawn. Well, I'm happy to see you. You asked what am I doing here? Said life caught up with me. It's been chasing me for years. It feels like a dream. Water all around, a smile on your face, and the tears coming down. And all that I can say is I think I'm gonna stay past on. Who would have thought we both find ourselves here? Never thought I'd make it to the other side. Thought it'd take us years. Well, it all caught up. Thought it'd take us years. Well, it all caught up. Never thought you'd find me here. Feels like a dream. Water all around, smile on your face, the tears coming down. And all I can say, I think I'm gonna stay past on. Past on. Past on. Well, it feels like a dream. Water all around, a smile on your face, and the tears coming down. And all I can say, I'm happy to stay past on.
So I've seen you perform both in a full band setting and as a solo act. Are you kind of balancing the two depending on geographically where the dates lie?
It's been really fun to just be able to do both, honestly, because I always love performing on my own. It's a different challenge, and it's just fun to do that. And when I play with my band, it's a whole other kind of performance. You know, I kind of run around stage and dance a bit more and have a bit of a different energy. But whereas when I'm playing solo, I could tell more stories and kind of take my time and really just, it's a different way of connecting with the audience, which is always what I'm looking for, you know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Last and most important question, what's the best food you've had in the city since you've been here?
Oh, damn.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
Right answers only.
I've spent a bunch of time here. There's a lot of really good food. I forget what this Mexican place was, but I could say I spend a lot of time out in. Is Evanston considered part of Chicago? No, it's not.
Yeah,
Well, there's a spot called Chicagoland. All right.
Evanston's still Cook County, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this like breakfast spot called Sarky's. It's like a sandwich spot, Sarky's Cafe.
All right.
It's good. If you're out in Evanston, get the Loretta. It's like a sandwich with like I usually get the chorizo, cheese and peppers, and it's very nice.
All right.
I'm looking forward to have that tomorrow morning. So
Well, you heard it from the man. This is the CME sessions in the basement with our friend Jeremie Albino. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thanks.
All I ever wanted was a house and couple acres of land. Me and my loving baby walking hand in hand. That dream so far gone. I'm always on the road. I'm always on the run. Never coming home, but life will come along someday, and we can take our time. Nothing's gonna stop that train. Tomorrow's sun is bound to shine. I'll find standing there. I won't believe my eyes. Out of such a lonely place. Maybe it just takes some time. I'll call you in the morning. It's late, I hope you're sleeping tight. I know that I've been running, trying to call you every night. Wish you was here, I was there. I've been counting all the miles, and I'm hanging on with all I can. So won't you hold on tight, 'cause life will come along someday, and we can take our time. Nothing's gonna stop that train. Tomorrow's sun is bound to shine. I'll find standing there. I won't believe my eyes. Out in such a lonely place. Maybe it just takes some time. All I ever wanted was a house and a couple acres of land. Me and my loving baby walking hand in hand. That dream so far gone. I'm always on the road. I'm always on the run. Feels like I'm never coming home, but life will come along someday, and we can take our time. Nothing's gonna stop that train. Tomorrow's sun is bound to shine. I'll find standing there. I won't believe my eyes. Out of such a lonely place. Maybe it just takes some time.